So lay down your burdens, lay down your shame.
So we're not sitting on the couch.
No, we're not.
But just let it be known, this is done under protest.
I can have opinions.
Yes, we can have opinions.
Just happens that our opinions differ.
Yes, they do. They do. Okay, so what are we recording about?
This is your idea, dude.
So what you've had a few conversations over the last couple of days. What have you learned from those conversations? We had someone who just showed up at the house today, right?
So, yeah, been thinking about the new health issues, and I've had 3 people who have influenced a way of thinking that is good. So my visiting teacher is a licensed therapist. She has extensive experience with what would it be called?
I mean, meditation?
No, well, no. She told me that the evaluations that the doctor will be giving, that she was trained in a different way to look at them. Not that it's better, it's just a different. So she just said, when it comes time to, looking at these evaluations, I'll be happy to give you my opinion on it. So it was kind of a alternative to what Dr. Hart was, or what another doctor will probably say.
Yeah.
Eliminating everything, and so this is the answer that I'm going to give you. So just a little taste of if we're not content with his diagnosis, that there are some other avenues that we could approach.
And then yesterday? Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Tuesday?
I
Today is February 15th.
Yes, so it was Tuesday.
Thursday.
I have a new sister that I visit teach, and I don't know her very well, but she is a nurse practitioner. The doctor she works for is he's a holistic doctor, and so she has some very strong opinions about things that I've never even thought about, like the metals in our body, and the type of cookware you use can impact that. Using tuning forks, and I don't know exactly what that has to do with anything, to settle your biological energy.
It's a very different set of things to think about.
I did my visiting teaching companion actually has been to this office, and so she could speak more. It's more of a conversation. I was obviously just kind of sitting there because I have no experience with. I have very little experience with medical at all.
Yeah.
So, nothing to judge it by or next to. And then I had
a sister that just stopped by the house today.
Yeah, I had something that I was giving away on the little group, and she wanted it, so she stopped by. Her husband is our bishop, and we had told him about the diagnosis, and so Dad happened to be in the room and just said, "This is what's going on." And she full force jumped into, well, here's my story. And she does, and I've kind of known her story. She's had a lot of health issues. that were rather difficult to figure out, and she ended up taking a lot of different routes to get healthy. Chiropractors and essential oils and the tuning forks and the
Yeah.
just a variety of different things that I have no exposure to at all. But she did mention a couple of ladies in the ward that I respect. I know they're intelligent and they are involved in or use some of these ideas from more Western or from more of an Eastern medical tradition.
Yeah.
And I think both of us have been thinking that, you know, there's probably more here, more about my condition that we can explore other things that might be impacting it, that there's a spiritual aspect to it, there's a shame aspect to it, there's you know, just other things that I guess the bottom line is we're not gonna just say, okay, this is the diagnosis and it's gonna be ugly and painful and that's what it is. We're open to some new ideas, some new things. Where I am right now, I'm just thinking that it's best that we continue with the Western medicine. You know, let's finish out all the tests. Let's go see all the doctors. Let's take all the evaluations. Let's, you know, get to the end of the road there. My visiting teacher also recommended some meditation. And the sister who came today is a huge fan of yoga, and anyway, so there's a lot of things that seem to be being put in our path that we need to look into.
Yeah. So overnight, my thinking was, I shared with you a few minutes ago, that, you know, I kind of stupid thinking. I want my wife to be healed. I don't want her to be healed soon so that these issues don't get worse. And then you think about that and you go, well, why does time matter? Why does it have to happen?
Healing is healing.
Healing is healing. Why does it have to happen soon? That's an element of lack of faith in thinking that if there's progression, there can't be healing. And so I said, you know, these conversations give me hope that, because some of this aspect of what we're talking about here, it is a mental thing. This is not we don't know how much of it is physical. You know, it's not. So, increasing hope, increasing faith.
Yes. Well, and a sense, too, that we're being taken care of. That tiny little tender mercies to give us a different way of thinking about things.
Yeah. Okay, Carrie's hungry. I forced her to video. She wants to go eat. We're going to keep this less than 30 minutes. So how about 9 minutes? That should be.
Okay.
Okay.
Turn it off.
Turn it up.
So lay down your burden.